a motivational story for English learners. Rohan sat alone on the school rooftop, staring at the city below him. The orange-blue sky slowly faded into evening, and tiny lights blinked across the town like scattered stars. He held his English notebook tightly in his hands, the same notebook he had avoided opening for years. Rohan was 17. Smart, hard-working, honest, but afraid. Afraid of speaking English. Every time he tried, his tongue felt heavy, his mind blank, and his confidence shattered like thin glass. In school, his classmates laughed when he mispronounced a word. At home, he stayed quiet during family gatherings. Online, he watched other kids speak fluent English with ease and wished he could be one of them. He felt small. Inside, he believed, maybe English is not for me. One day, his English teacher, Mrs. Sharma, asked him to read a paragraph aloud. His hands trembled, his heartbeat raced, and he could hear whispers behind him. Before he could start, a boy from the back shouted, "Don't worry, Rohan. English won't bite you." The class burst into laughter. Rohan froze. He couldn't speak. Not even one word. He sat down quietly, but his heart felt heavy. That evening, he walked home silently, with the teacher's concerned eyes still in his mind. When he reached home, he didn't talk to anyone. He went straight to his room and opened the notebook. At that moment, he whispered, "I'm tired of being afraid." It was the first time he admitted it, not to anyone else, but to himself. The next morning, Rohan made a promise. "I will learn English. One day, I will speak confidently." But he didn't know where to start. So he began with the simplest thing he could think of, listening. Every night before sleeping, he listened to short English stories on YouTube. At first, he understood nothing. Then 10%. Then 20%. And slowly, day by day, things started making sense. He didn't force himself to memorize grammar rules. He didn't focus on perfection. He started learning naturally, like a child. Rohan created a small routine. Morning, listen to 10 minutes of English. Afternoon, read one short story. Evening, speak in English to himself in the mirror. Night, write 5 new words in a notebook. He realized something powerful. Right arrow consistency beats perfection. Right arrow small steps create big results. Right arrow anyone can learn English, if they don't give up. Slowly, his fear started shrinking. 1 month later, Mrs. Sharma asked a simple question in class. Who wants to describe their morning routine in English? Silence. No hands. But something inside Rohan pushed him. His hand rose slowly. His heart pounded loudly. But he didn't take it down. Mrs. Sharma smiled. "Go ahead, Rohan." He walked to the front of the class. For a moment, he forgot every word he had practiced. But he remembered one thing. "I'm not competing with anyone. I'm only trying to be better than yesterday." He took a deep breath and began. "My morning routine is simple. I wake up early. I drink water, and I go for a walk." The class stared. No one laughed. No one mocked him. When he finished, the teacher clapped. For the first time in years, Rohan felt proud of himself. Encouraged by the small success, Rohan pushed harder. He started watching English interviews with subtitles. He joined an online English speaking group. He practiced with strangers who didn't judge him. He realized mistakes were normal. Everyone learning a new language makes mistakes. And slowly, his English improved. He went from cross mark, "I can't speak," to heavy check mark, "I can try," to heavy check mark, "I can speak." His confidence grew. 6 months later, the school announced an English speech competition. Rohan's heart skipped a beat when he saw the poster. Old fears came back. What if people laugh again? What if I forget my lines? What if I fail? But then he remembered something. He wasn't the same Rohan anymore. He walked up to Mrs. Sharma and said, "I want to participate." She smiled proudly. "I knew you would." On the day of the competition, the auditorium was full. Rohan stepped onto the stage, hands shaking, but mind steady. He looked at the audience and said, 6 months ago, I couldn't speak one full sentence in English. I was scared. I felt small. But I learned something important. Fear only wins if you stop trying. The audience leaned in. English is not a language of perfection. It is a language of practice. If a boy like me can learn it, anyone can. The crowd clapped. Rohan smiled. He continued with confidence and finished his speech beautifully. When the results were announced, he didn't win first place. He won second. But for Rohan, that second place felt like a gold medal. He had defeated the biggest enemy, his own fear. Rohan's story isn't just a story. It is a message for every English learner. Glowing Star, you don't need perfection. Glowing Star, you only need consistency. Glowing Star, start small. Listen, read, speak a little every day. Glowing Star, don't fear mistakes. Glowing Star, don't fear people. Glowing Star, fear only one thing: giving up. English is not hard. You can learn it. You can speak it. You can master it. All you need is the courage to begin. Believe in your voice. Your English journey starts today.